All right, y'all. So we sending signals to the universe today, right now. So I wrote me down some notes because, you know, this is something that I do, but I want to give you guys this because I'll be all over the place if I don't guide myself in the right direction. So listen, I found it very useful to have me a dream book, a notebook that I write down. I don't want to really get too deep in my dreams anymore on this channel, so I want you guys to go ahead and drop in the link down below and my Jimmy Affirmations page where I will be doing tarot and ancestor readings. So I want to talk about that more in depth on that channel, but I started to jot down these dreams and these messages, you know, that I was receiving because I felt like when I wake up in the morning, I just forget stuff, so I have to write it down. So in this video, we're going to talk about gold cards, visualization, tapes and audio, guided meditation, mindful. You know what? We're going to talk about all of that right now. Now, my aunt, Julan, I like to talk about my ancestors because they're guiding me, so I have to pay homage to them. And you guys need to do that. You guys need to get in touch with your spirituality because your ancestors never left you. They just, you know, carried on to a different realm. So I want to tell you guys how to manifest your desires, whatever you want, how to attract money, how to attract, you know, love, how to attract anything you want. Even if you're going through anything bad, it's all about manifesting. It's all about using your tongue. Your tongue is very powerful. Your tongue can get you anything you want. Your tongue, your mind, your soul, it works as one. Listen, the first one, we're going to have some gold cards. Imagine yourself manifesting whatever you're desiring, whether it's a car, it's a house, whether it's money. And in my case, you know, I'm in a situation to where I don't have money, so most of the time I imagine it, I manifest it. And a lot of people used to ask me, you know, how do you do that, or how does that, you know, whatever, because this is what I do. And a lot of people used to think I was a liar back in the day. I've always been called a liar because this is what I do. I manifest whatever I need, whatever I want, I manifest it. So I manifest everything I need. I manifest everything I want. So we're going to be sending signals to the universe today. And this is how you receive everything you want. The universe is in your favor. The universe works with you and your spirit. So if you're at a low vibration and you're not in tune with your spirituality, meaning your higher self, your pineal gland is closed. People call it the third eye, but it's really your higher self. It's your soul. It's your spirit. If you're not in tune with it, you're not going to be able to connect to the universe in a sense. Listen. Like I said, a lot of people used to call me a liar if I would say, you know, I have a house, I have a car, I have, you know, money, I have this, and they don't see it in, you know, my physical moment. They would say you're lying, and that right there is canceling out. So most of the time when you're manifesting, you don't have to tell everybody. You don't need to tell everybody, and it's vital that you don't tell anyone, because if you're going to have negative people that's going to cancel out things, because your tongue is powerful as well as theirs. When two or more come together, I say that in almost every post. If someone else is agreeing with you, and that's the whole point of saying we're going to come into agreement together. People, you know about these things, but they don't really know. So what I'm saying is, you're going to manifest these things by writing them down. And that's what I mean. Get you some gold cards, whether it's papers, you're going to get you some cue cards, whatever. You're going to write them down and you're going to recite them to yourself. You don't have to tell anyone about this. You're going to recite them maybe 2-3 times a day. The more, the better. So you're going to imagine once you start to, you know, write this down and use these daily, use it as a 30-day. And I'm telling you, within 30 days, you're going to see it happen. You got to be very, you know, adamant about this. You have to be very faithful. You have to be very hopeful. You have to know it in your heart. All you need is a small mustard seed of faith. It's going to take you a long way. So you're going to read those gold cards and desires daily. The more the better, like I said. So the next one is visualization. You're going to visualize it. Talk to yourself as if you've already achieved these things, whatever it is. Money, cars, clothes, whatever. Now, I told you guys in another video that I just didn't get very detailed with it. I found $4,000 in my bag on my daughter's birthday. Well, it was like 2 days before my daughter's birthday, but at the time I didn't have any money. And I used this method. I wrote it down and I visualized like something's going to happen for us. Money's going to come to me. I wish I would have, been more precise, and I would have probably moved from here and everything like that by that time. But, I had my daughters to manifest this with me. Listen, children are very vital. So with this visualization, if you have children or nieces or nephews, you're going to have them help you with these cards, because this is what I did. This is how the universe worked with me faster. So because their hearts are more pure than ours, their motives are always innocent. So you're going to talk to yourself, your children, whoever, your aunt, your grandmother, your grandfather, because, children and elderly people are, they vibrate higher at all times because their intentions, again, their motives are better than ours. So you're going to talk to yourself as if you already happy. You're going to do this twice a day, 3 times a day. The more, the better. So the next one are tapes, audio tapes. Now, I got this from my Aunt Julan. My Aunt Julan, when she was alive here in this illusion, she used to always carry a tape recorder around. Here's the train again. I'm trying to get these videos out, y'all. So my Aunt Julan used to record herself, and everybody used to find it very weird. And I think we found the tapes after she passed away, the little tape, the audio tape recorder. But Aunt Julan, she used to sing or, just say these things on her tape recorder. So, when my aunt passed, I found it very useful because I had been doing stuff like this since I was little, but not really like that as far as manifesting. I used to just record myself rapping because, a lot of you guys who are familiarized with me, I love music. So I used to do that. But when I found those recorders, which my cousin, her daughter, actually gave me one of them, I used to listen to it all the time, and I read between the lines, and I'm like, maybe my aunt was manifesting on these tapes. So what you're going to do is record your desires. If you already have it, it goes along with visualization. You're going to use those two together as one. You're going to do your visualization, and you're going to use your audio tapes. You can also use the gold cards. You can also do all of these that I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 7. You can do all these at one time. But it's very vital that you do these things separate and you meditate on them separately so that you can be more clarified with what you're talking about. So, like I said, you're going to record and read these desires that you already have them. The next one is going to be guided meditation. The guided meditation, you're going to use music. And if you guys are familiarized with my channel, I told you guys that I make meditation music. I'm not making hip hop songs and all that stuff. You can use it if you like it like that, but I'm making meditation music for your frequencies to vibrate higher. So you're going to use this. And if you want to use mine, you can go ahead and check me out. Whenever I post one, I just posted one the other day. You can use those. And listen, all you have to do is add me. All you have to do is, shout me out. I'm not going to flag your channel. You can use these, are free. Just like my messages, if you guys need to use these, download them, share them, you can use these. They're free. I would not copyright strike you. I would not do any of that because I'm really not doing none of this for money. Of course, I'm using YouTube as a way to regain residual income, but I would not. All of my messages are free. So again, you're going to use guided meditation music, which has strong meditation, deep thought processes, which are going to vibrate higher for you. You're going to implement all of this with those. You're going to use the gold cards, the visualization, the tape, audio. You can also do video tapes too as well, but you have to have some audio that you can listen to. You're going to fall asleep with listening to these messages because while you're asleep, you're going to visualize this while you sleep. So before you go to sleep, you're going to visualize this. And when you go to sleep, you're going to visualize it in your sleep. So when you wake up, you're going to do this again. So I hope you see what I'm saying. So this is very, very powerful. The next step is going to be mindfulness. Mindfulness is going to reduce the negativity and release how you feel. When I say about this, you're going to speak to yourself. Mindfulness. You guys need to research mindfulness. Go ahead. With this, you're going to tell yourself, I love you. Forgive me for, you're never going to say I'm sorry. I'm never going to tell you guys to say you're sorry. Always remember, telling yourself you're sorry is admitting to being a sorry individual. So what you're going to do is say, forgive me for I have done this wrong. Forgive me for I have not waken up on time today. Forgive me for, you know what I mean? I love me. I love myself. You're going to be mindful of everything in your life. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to reduce and release the pain in your joints, in your body by doing that. You're going to say, you know, this is out of my way. This pain does not exist. You're going to, you know what I mean? Be thankful for all of the pain and all of the problems, because like I said, we're sending signals to the universe. You're going to thank yourself and the universe for giving you these trials and trials, because it's making you better. It's going to make you vibrate higher. So remember, mindfulness is very powerful. You're going to use this with your gold cards, your visualization, your audio tapes. You're going to use mindfulness with every last one of these tips that I'm going to give you. You're going to use mindfulness. So it's going to release blockages in your life. So if you're feeling blocked, you're going to use mindfulness frequently, daily, every second of the day. If something happens in your life, an obstacle happens, you're going to thank yourself for having that problem and being able to go through with it. And I had this idea from my sister. My sister used to always tell me whenever we're talking and whenever I'm going through stuff. That's why I say we're all on one spiritual path together, since most of us aren't aware of our powers. Because my sister told me this years ago. She said, V, you know, thank God, you know, thank yourself for these problems. Say, you know what, thank you God, thank you for this. You know, when somebody do something bad to you, when your baby dad do something to you, say, you know what, thank you so much for that. Thank you, because I'm learning from this. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to release those blockages, because if you sink into it and be like, why me and all that stuff, never question, you are going to remain blocked. So the sixth one is Ho'oponopono. So Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian prayer. And listen, you're like, why are you telling me to do a Hawaiian prayer? Because listen, most Hawaiians are Philippines. Most of these Hawaiian traditions are, you know, dated back to ancient tradition with our ancestors. Like I said, we're all one, we're just separated. Most Hawaiian people, you know, I have one new subscriber that I follow as well. She has the same jawlines. If you're in my comments, if you're looking at this video, drop down in there right now, because I had this conversation with her via YouTube. And I told her she has the same features as my family, my ancient family members. My grandmother, we all have these high cheekbones. We all have these slanted, you know, big, beautiful eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I find it very vital that our traditions are being, you know, revealed, because it is what is powerful for us to vibrate higher. So what you're going to do is you're going to be grateful and have gratitude. The next one is going to be gratitude. It's also with the Ho'oponopono. So you guys are going to, you know, receive these things and take the responsibility. With the Ho'oponopono, they like to take responsibility for everything that they've done wrong, everything that they, you know what I'm saying, went through. You're going to take responsibility for these things, and it's very vital. So you guys want to research Ho'oponopono. If you guys want me to get in more depth with this, drop in the comments, and I will give you a little more tips on the Ho'oponopono prayer. So it's familiar with most of our, you know, the religious practices and stuff. I'm not religious, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to give you a different religion and to invert you into a religion. Nope. Like I said, our ancestors are all one. You know what I'm saying? We have to get back into our roots. So the next one is going to be gratitude, giving thanks for the things that you have. And it's it's going to go one and one with the Ho'oponopono. So you're going to use the Ho'oponopono and gratitude plus mindfulness together as one, because you're going to let yourself know, you're sending signals off to the universe that you love yourself. You love everything that you've been through. You're going to take responsibility for everything that you've done wrong, everything that you missed, every challenge that you have missed, every opportunity that you have missed, because you're going to get that same opportunity but 100-fold back into your life once you take responsibility. And that's why the Ho'oponopono prayer is very vital and it's very powerful. So I hope I've gave you, I have more to give you, I really did, but I wanted to make this video as short as possible. I didn't want to give you a 30-minute video because I know a lot of people like to skip over stuff, and I did not want you to skip anything. I want you guys to take all 7 of these. Did I give you 8? Okay, I gave you 7. I gave you 7. So I want you guys to implement all 7 of these tips and these steps into your life. You're going to use them in the morning and at night. You're going to make goal cards, and imagine as if you already have these goals and desires. You just want to visualize and talk to yourself as if you've already achieved it. You're going to make tapes, which is audio hypnosis, to where you're going to record your desires as if you've already had them. You're going to use guided meditation music to where you're going to go into deep thought, into deep meditation, and visualize these gold cards and these audio tapes are going to be useful as you implement them together using mindfulness. You are going to use the Ho'oponopono Hawaiian prayer to where you're going to take responsibility to everything that you've done, everything you went wrong with, and you're going to have gratitude while you're doing all of these tips. While you're using all of these tips, you're going to have gratitude to where you're going to give thanks for the things that you have already, and you're going to be able to receive more because you're sending signals off to the universe. You're being grateful for everything, every trial, every child. So, like I said, I hope you guys are being a blessing to someone else, because listen, it's very vital that we come together no matter what it is we're going through. You're going to come together because you're sending signals to the universe that you are using your life journey and your life destiny to be of help to others. It's not always about yourself. So like I said, don't you guys forget to be a blessing to somebody else today, because you might change your life around.